long.
Right.
He talked about this in Coach's Corner that we'll hit to here in a minute, is it always feels good to be at home, and on the road is always hard no matter where you are. So looking for them to respond and get a win here tonight.
All right, well, coming up next, we've got Coach's Corner, like Dalton said, where I had the opportunity to sit down with Coach Nick Long and kind of talk to him about his preparation for this game. So we'll be right back after this break on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. My name is Cameron Boyd, and with me I have Coach Nick Long. Thank you so much for tuning into OSDN for tonight's broadcast, and this is Coach's Corner. All right, so it's kind of been a while since we sat down here and talked, so kind of going back, y'all had a big win against Henderson. That was very exciting, and not to mention Heidi Robinson with a career high of 48 points, something that really shocked a lot of people. I mean, you don't typically hear of that in a single game. And then the only other player with double-digit points was Abby Harrison with just 13, which in a normal game is good, but again, having 48 points was crazy. So this isn't as typical of this team because their offense is normally like more evenly spread. So what do you think kind of made this game different, or what kind of gave her that opportunity to have such a high-scoring game?
I say she's got the ability to just absolutely make a lot of shots, and you know when she got it going, you know the way they were defending us and everything, it left Heidi open an awful lot up at the top, and so she was taking the shots she was supposed to take, and she shot them at an extremely high rate. I mean, 21 of the first 26 points, and then just continued it on. I say once she got going, I say she was hard to stop.
And you would think, you know, the defense would adjust to that, but they just allowed her to keep getting those shots up. Yeah,
I say we were all a little shocked about it as well, but I do know we'll see something different when we go across the street next week. But no, I say it was. Yeah, we were going to keep going that way until they stopped it, and they were never, even when they tried it. She banked one in the third quarter. It just turned into one of those games where you just sit back and you enjoy just watching it as much as coaching it.
And then y'all went on to have two kind of rough on the road games in Oklahoma. So first we'll just kind of talk about the game against Southeastern. The girls went into the half down by 12, so kind of dug themselves in a hole a little bit. But in the second half they were only outscored by 2. Yeah. So I mean, it seems like in the end they just kind of couldn't make up for what they lacked in that first half. So would you say this was more of a defensive issue or offensive issue?
It was more Southeastern just couldn't miss what they shot 73% in the first quarter, scored 33 points, and they scored 40 for the rest of the game. We weren't far off. We shot 4 for 31 from 3, which is very unlike us. And if you would have told me going into that game that we were going to shoot it that way after our practice and shoot around in pregame warmups and there where we couldn't miss, and you told me we were going to go for 41, I would have said you were 4 for 31. I would have said you were a little bit crazy, but we managed to get we got downhill a few times and scored and got some things going, and we cut it to 2 points in the third quarter, and then they hit us with one more run. They got a couple of really good players that when they're feeling just like Heidi. When they're on like Tori Kilburn was and a few of the other ones, when they're on they're special and they can really fill it up. Audrey just about had her hands in her face. She wears a face mask because she's got a broken nose, and I was like, Audrey just about had her hands through her face mask, and she was still making tough shots. And sometimes that's what I told them after the game. Sometimes some other team you're going to have some games where you make everything you throw at the goal, or they make everything that they throw at the goal, and then you can't make anything, or they can't make anything, and you just don't want your one where you can't make anything, and the one where they make all the shots to happen on the same night, and that kind of was what it was. But I was proud of them for they never quit. Like I said, we got down 23 in the second quarter, battled it back, got it to 12 at halftime, cut it to 2, and then just had a string of not great offensive possessions and some defensive lapses, and they busted it right back to 12 going into the fourth quarter, and then it stayed there. But was proud overall that we never quit in that game.
And then y'all took on East Central. This game, 70-64, a lot closer than the last one. Madeline Tipton led with 21 points. Abby Harrison with 11, 7 of which were free throws. Also 7 rebounds and 5 fouls. So she was really giving her all that night, just in every aspect of the game. And then, obviously they had a pretty good start with this one and went into the half up by 8. So it seems like the girls played well. They started out well. So do you think this was just a matter of being outscored, kind of how you were just saying?
Not really in that game. I mean, we led that one for 31 minutes. We were in control of that game, and then some things happened. The way it was officiated changed on us from the first 3 quarters to the fourth quarter, and it turned into just a free throw shooting contest in the fourth quarter, which we're perfectly fine with. We just weren't getting the same amount of free throws, and just felt like it really changed on us, and we adjusted pretty well. We missed a couple shots in the fourth quarter. Audrey had a really good look at a 3 that would have put us up 67-64 with about 40 seconds to go. They just rimmed in and out, and then they got the rebound. They went down. They made one. They went up, and then we got called. Abby got called for a moving screen call that was, we'll say it was questionable, and that led to the final score right there. But no, I say I'm really proud of how we handled that, and I said the disappointment. You could feel the disappointment. We knew we let that one get away from us, and that was one we should have had. Just down the stretch defensively, we did a couple of really uncharacteristic things and some things that we're not supposed to do, and that led to them getting a couple of easy looks and got them going, and then obviously they got to the free throw line in the fourth quarter. It just changed drastically. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and then tonight y'all are taking on Southwestern Oklahoma. Y'all did beat them earlier this season. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, coming off those 2 losses, it's hard to go into the next game with the right mindset. And maybe, they'll be feeling better being at home and everything. But from those last 2 games, what are kind of the main issues that you feel need to be improved in order to have a better game tonight and to secure a win?
Yeah, I would say so. We've had a couple really good days of practice leading up to this one. Their attitude's been what you want it to be. They've come in, they're ready to get back out there and win another game. And I think we'll see a much different SWOSU team than what we saw the first time with Landry Allen back playing. She leads the conference in block shots. She's close to leading the country in block shots. I think she challenges, and that really lets them turn up the pressure even more on our guards, and so we've been doing some things getting ready for that, and I feel like we're ready to attack that for sure.
Yeah, and kind of touching on what you just said a little bit, I was gonna say the main players to look out for are gonna be Landry Allen and also Sincere Jackson. Mm-hmm. They're both tied for leading scorer. Allen leads the GAC in block shots, and she's second in steals. So these may be like offensive and defensive threats. So how are you going to kind of combat those? Yeah,
I say with our spacing, we do a good job of taking some people away from the rim. So if she wants to stay at the rim, we'll have some shots that we can get and things like that. But it's gonna be hard to attack the paint while she's in the game. There's no question about it. But our spacing will help a lot with that. And so we just got to do a really good job of taking care of the ball and value in possession, and then trying and just playing fast, and then really limit them to one shot, grab the rebound, and that's when we're at our best. Is if we get a rebound and we push it, our offensive numbers in those situations are really, really, really good.
And then just anything else you want to add going into this game tonight?
No, I said ready to tip it up and get back in the win column for sure. I said they're all this one starts a string of 5 and 10 days that aren't going to be for the weak. They're not going to be for the weak at heart. I say you're going against the SWOSU team that's really dangerous, and then you just look at the next 4 that we got staring us down, and it's everybody that we're tied for 4th or higher than us. So yeah. I say can't overlook this one at all. But we've got 5 really important games coming up that are going to really kind of determine the path of the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I think they've got enough fight in them. They're ready to take it on.
Yep.
Well, thank you again for joining us, and good luck tonight. Again, I'm Cameron Boyd, and this has been Coach's Corner.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up. We win. On your side, by your side. The winning side.
Hello, I'm Brett Rogers, President of Capital Technology Group. You might know us as Capital Business Machines, but our new name represents our growth as one of the state's leaders in business technology. When you've been around for 80 years like we have, you learn a thing or two about change. But what will never change is our commitment to our clients. We're still the same reliable team here to meet all your technology needs. Capital Technology Group is bigger and better than ever before. Learn more at captg.com.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, live from Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Tonight we have an exciting matchup between the Ouachita Baptist Tigers and the Southwestern Oklahoma State Bulldogs. The Tigers are playing at home for the first time this month after a losing road trip to Oklahoma last week, hoping to break that streak for tonight. I'm Cameron Boyd, and tonight I'll be joined by Dalton Reed. So, Dalton, knowing the weekend they've had, what's the importance of this game?
It's responding and not reacting. And when you look at this game, you have a SWOSU team that is in the latter half of the GAC standings that we'll hit on here in just a second. You've got to respond in a positive manner. You've got to respond in a way that is going to win you the game. They've got to win this one. Coach Long mentioned there are 5 games, 10 days. They've got a makeup game against Harding Monday. They've got Northwestern, who was previously ranked, on Saturday. So a very, very hard stretch of games. You've got to win this one, push the momentum forward.
All right, now we're going to take a look at the GAC standings. All right, so you can see you've got Harding and Arkansas Tech tied for first. Then third, Northwestern, Ouachita, Henderson, and Southern Nazarene at fourth. Oklahoma Baptist, Southern Arkansas tied for seventh. East Central, Southeastern, SWOSU, and then Arkansas Monticello.
Yeah, you look at that, Cameron, and you've got 2 teams, Harding and Arkansas Tech. They've both done a great job of recruiting within the state. Harding, they've got a girl from Lamar, the freshman Corey Sanders from Lamar, has been playing well there. Josie Williams from Conway Christian, also at Harding. So very good basketball within Searcy and Russellville. You look at that, and that line right there is the line to get into the postseason tournament. So Washington need to stay above that. SWOSU fighting to get above that. But really, you look at that, there's only 1 or 2 games that separates 4th and 9th right now. So a big game, a big stretch. You see Northwestern, if Ouachita can sweep this weekend, beat Southwestern and Northwestern, that would really shake up the conference. So looking forward to those 2 matchups, and there's matchups around the GAC that are really intriguing tonight.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on tonight in the GAC. So we've got ECU at SAU.
You got Southeastern Oklahoma State at UA Monticello. Looking at that, and you look at everybody in the GAC has a traveling partner. OBU's being Henderson, and a lot of interesting. I like that Northwestern Oklahoma State Henderson matchup. We know that Northwestern likes to shoot the ball. Henderson going to try to get it inside to Grayson Fairless. So looking forward to that one. And then Southern Naz at Arkansas Tech. Tucker Coliseum, one of the best venues in the GAC, if you ask me. Very, very cool atmosphere within Tucker Coliseum. Anytime you put Coliseum behind it, you know it's going to be a cool venue. And then Oklahoma Baptist, they go into Harding and in Searcy to face off with the Bison.
All right, it's getting closer to game time here, but we just wanted to talk a little bit about this SWOSU team, specifically Landry Allen. So Ouachita did play SWOSU earlier this year, beat them 67-60. So very close, good game, but they didn't have Landry Allen in that game. So just talk a little bit about that and what that kind of might change here.
Yeah, so you look at this series as a whole, Cameron, and it's a 26-10 series. SWOSU actually holds the lead, but the Bulldogs are 8-8-8 in Bill Vining Arena. So exactly 50% when they play here in Arkadelphia. But yeah, you mentioned it there. Landry Allen did not play for the Lady Bulldogs last time these 2 teams set off against each other. And she is a dynamic player. She has a lot of good ways to get the ball to her. She's going to try to go inside, and she's really going to try to score. She's been an elite scorer all year, but she's also an elite defensive player. 4th in the nation in blocks right now, leads the GAC in blocks with 76 blocks. So looking forward to that. I will be curious to see how Coach Long, if it's I feel it could be an Abby Harrison versus Landry Allen night tonight.
Yeah, she does have a lot of height to her, so Abby Harrison's probably going to be the best matchup for that one there. Landry Allen was also week 2, 4, 5, 7, and 9 GAC Player of the Week, so we're looking at a big threat here. Transfer from University of Oklahoma, so a lot of experience under her belt, just a very good player, one they're going to want to look out for.
Yeah, and really right beside her is Ellie Paparonis. You look at Ellie Paparonis and Landry Allen are both 2023 graduates for high school. They were actually ranked within the top 4 according to Prep Girls Hoops out of the state of Oklahoma. So Landry comes from Tuttle, Oklahoma. Paparonis comes from Edmond North. Edmond North actually won the state title that year, led by Lacey Steele, who is now at NC State, actually. So, yeah, Allen, a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, but Paparonis right there behind her. So those two can be dangerous, and Paparonis led the scoring with 15 for the Lady Bulldogs last time they met in Weatherford.
We've also got Sincere Jackson. She's going to be one to look out for as well, averaging 13.6 points a game and 6.8 rebounds a game. She's also tied with Allen for leading scorer on the team. So both kind of at that same level, and they're going to be ones to look out for sure.
Yeah, you look at those two people, and it's a SWOSU offense that's obviously led by Allen because they're able to feed the ball inside to her. But you see a lot of teams work inside out, and I believe we'll see some of that from SWOSU tonight with Conde, with Sincere Jackson, like you mentioned, Paparonis. Really looking forward to seeing how the Ouachita guards pair up with the Southwestern guards, and then on the inside, what they do with Allen.
Yeah, and kind of going back to what you said about how Allen leads their offense pretty much, it's going to be interesting to see how different this game is than the last one since they didn't have Allen playing in that last game. So we're going to see kind of what's different here tonight. And they're about to hand it over to the PA system. We're going to go see what Modal has to say. He's going to introduce the starting lineups for both teams.
I got it.
Welcome to Bill Vining Arena for tonight's great American Conference contest featuring the Bulldogs of Southwestern Oklahoma State University against your Ouachita Tigers. At this time, we invite you to stand for our national anthem. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Southwestern Oklahoma State University Bulldogs. Sophomore forward from San Antonio, Texas, number 1, Sincere Jackson. Junior guard from Little River, Texas, number 2, Peyton Condi. Sophomore guard from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 4, El Paparones. Freshman guard from Commerce, Oklahoma, number 13, Lacey Bruff. And junior forward from Tuttle, Oklahoma, number 25, Landry Allen. The head coach of the Southwestern Bulldogs is Jeff Zinn. The assistant coaches are James Bagwell and Laney Gooch. Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Ouachita Tigers! Sophomore guard from Sheridan, Arkansas, number 11, Caden Porter. Senior forward from Hot Springs, Arkansas, number 2, Audrey Winfrey. Senior guard from Bologna, Arkansas, number 23, Madeline Tipton. Senior guard from Marmaduke, Arkansas, number 30, Heidi Robinson. And senior forward from Hernando, Mississippi, number 32, Abby Harrison. The head coach of the Ouachita Tigers is Nick Long. The assistant coach is Tyler Doyle. Tonight's officials are Rich Brewer, Andre Johnson, and Austin Wittenberg.
All right, and with that, we're getting ready to get the game started. He just announced the starting lineups for SWOSU. Number 1, Sincere Jackson. 2, Peyton Condi. Number 4, El Paparones. Number 13, Lacey Bruff. And number 25, Landry Allen. Then for the Ouachita Tigers, you've got number 2, Audrey Winfrey. Number 11, Caden Porter. Number 23, Madeline Tipton. Number 30, Heidi Robinson. And number 32, Abby Harrison.
4 seniors and a sophomore for the Tigers to get things kicked off.
And Allen's going to get that first possession for the Bulldogs tonight. So far, just creating movement around the top of the key. And she's going to pass inside to Allen.
There's that Allen Harrison matchup we talked about pregame.
Yeah, it seems like the only logical matchup for that since she is 6'3". And Allen's going to go for the shot, and it's going to be good. Now carrying the ball down the court, Heidi Robinson.
A good hook shot there from Allen. She was able to work the right-hand side of the paint right there on Harrison.
Got Harrison at the top of the key. A little bit different of a look there. And out to Heidi Robinson for the 3, and it's good.
That's that inside-out action we've seen all year from the Tigers. They work it inside, get the defense driven to the paint, kick it back out to an expert three-point shooter, Heidi Robinson.
And already she's starting out hot, showing exactly what she's good at. Oh, passing inside to Sincere Jackson. And that shot's going to be no good. Now I've got Audrey Winfrey inbounding to Robinson.
Yeah, and you see they work the defense, able to really kind of cater her to the baseline to get that turnover.
Tipton driving inside, not quite able to have full control over the ball. It's going to go back to SWOSU. Driving it inside. Shot's no good by Lacey Bruff. And
Good
the Tigers
job
are going to take it back.
Good job there from Porter, able to get in the face of the shooter there and contest that shot.
Heidi trying to create some movement at the top of the key. She's going to find Abby Harrison under the basket, and the shot's no good.
Yeah, that's great movement there. Just can't get the shot to roll.
Yeah, it would have been a great play had it been finished. Inside to Jackson. She's going to go up with it and get the point on that one.
Yeah, and we've seen every possession so far for the Lady Bulldogs. They've tried to go inside. 2 of them have been to that right-hand side.
Got Robinson back at the top. Looking inside to Harrison, but she wasn't quite open. Audrey Winfrey's going to shoot for the 3, and that one's going to be good.
Yeah, the Lake Hamilton native finds herself alone in the corner there, and when the 3 ball gets hot for these Tigers, it can really be detrimental to the opponent.
And they're already starting off strong with those 3s. That's a good sign for tonight. Got Bruff at the top of the key, looking for a teammate to help. And Jackson's shot is not going to go in that time. Madeline speeding it down the court a little bit. And Audrey's second 3 not quite going to go in.
Yeah, that's a quick possession there from the Tigers. They get Winfrey at the elbow.
Got an inside look to Allen. She's going to try to drive it to the basket. And able to find her way around Harrison's defense.
Yeah, that's going to be the matchup all night, man-to-man, Harrison and Allen down low.
Got Robinson for the 3. That one's no good. Going to be rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, both teams have found a little bit of offense. It's been 2 different offenses so far. The 3 ball for the Tigers and inside for the Lady Bulldogs.
And they're going to call a travel on Paparonis there. It's going to go back to the Tigers.
Porter going to check out, and in comes Samantha Watson for the Tigers, the Arlington, Texas native, 5'7" senior guard.
And a shot by Robinson is good.
And what you see from Heidi Robinson is just such a quick release. She doesn't even really have to have her feet set to get that shot off, but a beautiful shot there from Heidi.
And just consistency. I mean, she shoots quick, but she knows where it's going every time. Set with Allen at the top of the key, inside to Jackson. And they're going to call a foul on Audrey Winfrey on that one. Jackson's going to be shooting 2.
Sincere Jackson, a native of San Antonio, Texas. John Jay High School down there in the Lone Star State. Listed as a 5'10" forward.
And that first free throw is going to be good. But not the second one, and Audrey Winfrey is going to get the rebound there. Madeline tipped in for the 3, and no good. Good inside look to Bree Hubbard there, just not quite able to get the ball to her. Now we've got Bruff bringing it down the court. Looking inside for somebody open.
And it's really kind of surprised me how much Allen is at the top of the key thus far into this game. I figured she would be on the block.
Yeah, we talked a lot about her probably mainly being an inside player, and that's not quite what we've seen.
That's the 3rd offense possession that they've tried to get Sincere Jackson cutting into the lane as they were unable to connect there. So good defense there from the Tigers and not very good offensive success for the Bulldogs.
And Bruff is playing some defense tonight, always pressing that guard. Inside to Samantha Watson, and that's going to be good for 2.
Beautiful cut there by Watson, and even a better dish, and that's a great way looking for your teammates, finding the best open opportunity.
Inside to Allen. She's going to get locked up in the defense.
Great defense there, Bree Hubbard, and then Robinson with the block shot moving out in transition.
And that might just be the difference maker for this game tonight. Paparonis is going to steal the ball. Dishing it inside to Jackson again. She's not going to be able to get that one to go in. That seems to be their main method, just trying to find Jackson in the inside.
Yeah, they look for Jackson cutting and on those backdoor cuts and through the lane to see if they can find something open.
Now you see them just trying to create some movement. Tip's going to drive in. No good on the shot, but she is going to draw that foul.
And this is the under 5 media timeout. We're actually going to stay here on this timeout, and we have got Jordan Green on the sideline. Jordan, what you got for us?
We see the Bulldogs taking advantage of in the paint with Allen being that 23 grad, and it seems like that's their gal for the evening. Looks like she's doing a lot of damage down there, and how are we going to be able to come out of the media timeout and respond? And offensively, we just got to keep shooting and pounding the boards and abusing the paint and shooting well from beyond the arc. Back to you, Dalton.
Thank you for the report, Jordan. And like he said, that Southwest is trying to get it in the paint. Ouachita has done a great job defensively. We've seen Cameron, a lot of Sincere Jackson cutting to the basket, and we knew that they were going to try to work off of Allen, there with Jackson cutting. So be curious to see defensively if Ouachita changes anything coming out, even though they have a 3-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, so far defensively, they've been able to hold it down. Just spread across the team even. Heidi Robinson having herself a block. So it'll be interesting to see if they change anything. But so far they've been successful with what they've been doing.
The Valonia native will head to the line here as Madeline Tipton has a couple free throws.
And that first one's going to be no good. Still looking for the second. And she's going to take that second one. Coming in for Tipton, we've got Michaela Vation.
Trammell and Brooke Smith also check in. So a different lineup here out of the media timeout for the Tigers.
That one looked like it might have hit her in the face, but she's going to take it out and score anyways.
Active hands there from Watson, converts the points.
And SWOSU speeding it up. Paparonis trying to get a basket. And they're going to call that foul on Ruby Trammell. And here you can see the replay of that foul. Just got a little bit too physical with Paparonis there. Not able to catch that pass, and Vation's going to gain control of it.
That's more active hands in the Ouachita defense. We've seen that all year, and they're doing a great job of it here this evening.
Back out to Trammell. Thought she might have taken the shot on that one. Jackson's going to rebound it. That one's going to, I think, bounce off of somebody's foot.
Yeah, that bounced off Brooke Smith's foot there at the elbow, so SWOSU will retain possession.
Just creating movement around the arc here, trying to drive inside. And Jackson's going to drive it in. Now it's going to be no good, and Brooke Smith's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, Brooke Smith, very physical. The junior from Siloam Springs.
Subbing in for Southwestern, got Cassidy Russell for Jackson.
Allen back into the game here for the Bulldogs. See if they go to her down low on the next offensive possession.
And SWOSU's going to take possession of that one.
Yeah, they called an offensive foul there. That one's going to be charged against Brooke Smith.
They're going to say her feet weren't set on that one. Got Allen at the top again.
Another turnover there for the Tigers.
Samantha Watson speeding it up. Oh, and almost just not quite able to make that layup. But she is going to draw the foul and get to shoot for 2. And they're going to call that foul on number 4, El Paparonis.
Watson, the senior out of Nolan Catholic down in Texas.
And that first one's going to be no good. But she's going to get that second one, and now SWOSU's going to inbound it. And we've got Condi taking it down the court.
SWOSU hasn't scored in the last 3.5 minutes, so looking to end that here.
And rebounded by Watson. Looks like they're going to call a foul. Number 2, Peyton Condi.
Condi, a transfer from Oklahoma Baptist.
Got Samantha Watson slowing it down a little bit here.
I'm going to see if they can set up something offensively. I look to see the Tigers work inside out here.
Robinson trying to drive it inside, just create some movement. Here goes Brooke Smith. And she's going to draw a foul there.
Yeah, and you saw Heidi drive there, and when she kicked it out, the defense came out a little bit, so that gave Brooke Smith a lane to penetrate there, and she didn't get the shot to roll, but you get the contact, so you do gain something.
We've got Sincere Jackson back in for Patterson. And Cadence Porter also back in the game for Robinson. All right, Smith's first free throw is good.
Smith, the 5'11" forward. She's a junior.
I'm not going to get that second one. SWOSU's going to get the rebound.
Washita already in the bonus here, so a lot of fouls for SWOSU early.
Jackson's going to shoot it, but just not able to get that in. Caden Porter going to take it back down the court. Again, playing pretty fast. Good effort there, but intercepted by Paparonis. Got Allen back up at the top of the key. You can see they're just trying to create some movement here, but they haven't been able to get around our defense.
Under 10 left on the shot clock. Got to find something.
Now down to 3. They've got to put it up. And they're going to let the shot clock run out. And Tigers are going to take possession.
First shot clock violation of the evening.
And we've got Madeline Tipton coming back in for Ruby Trammell. She's going to inbound the ball to Watson.
Washita on a 7-0 run right now as we have the winding moments leave us here in the first quarter.
Good screen set there by Brooke Smith. Good inside look, and Smith's going to go up and get that shot.
Great power move with a lot of body control from the Siloam Springs native.
She's always been stronger and more physical, and I think that really plays to her advantage.
And you see that more physical right there. She's matched up with Landry Allen in the paint, able to poke that ball away. SWOSU now to inbound it.
Got Abby Harrison coming in for Madeline Tipton.
Yeah, and you think you're 18-9. They're going to go something down low, so put another person in there.
That was Cassidy Russell shooting for the 3. Not able to find the basket with that one. Kayla Vation taking it pretty quickly down the court. And Harrison goes up for that shot. Looks like they're not going to call anything on it. And looking at the current trends right now, Washita's got a 9-0 run in the last 5 minutes.
Great way to end the first quarter here at Bill Vining Arena. Washita up 17-7 on the Tigers, on the Bulldogs, excuse me there. We will be back with more basketball on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
All right, and we're back for more Tiger basketball. Like you said, going into the break, Tigers up 17-7. Got a 10-point lead on the Bulldogs so far.
Yeah, good offensive run there in the first quarter for the Tigers, but even better defensively.
Watson heavily guarded there by Bruff. She's been on the guard all night, like I said earlier. Tipton's going to drive it in, not able to find anything. She's going to shoot the three, and it's going to be good.
Great shot there from Tipton. We see him working around the perimeter and get inside there, kick it back out for three.
And that's going to be Russell taking it inside, not able to find anything. Audrey Winfrey driving.
It's going to be another offensive foul there. That one on Winfrey.
And that's going to give the possession back to SWOSU. Got Russell inbounding. And now I see Condi coming back in the game for Bruff. She's going to be taking it down the court. Looking inside to Jackson. Good shot there, but Allen's going to be the one to take the points for that.
Good offensive possession there for SWOSU to kind of stop the bleeding here at Bill Bonning.
Yeah, they definitely needed that. They've been in a bit of a scoring drought. Tigers trying to look for some kind of opening. Looks like Tipton was looking for Harrison there, just didn't quite connect that pass. Again, we've got Condi carrying it down the court. She's going to swing it out. And we're seeing some physicality there.
Yeah, physicality there from Cassidy Russell from McLean, Texas.
And they're going to show that on the replay here. And that's going to give the possession back to the Tigers. Samantha Watson bringing it down the court. And Watson's going to shoot for three, and it's good.
3-point shooting is a strength for this Washita team.
Got Condi driving into the basket. And an unlikely shot, but went in.
Takes a shooter's roll there.
Got Harrison shooting from just behind the free-point line, Not able to make that one. Allen shooting from the top of the key, and it's good.
Show a little bit of range there from the 6'3" forward.
And we haven't seen a whole lot from her so far tonight as far as threes go.
Yeah, it brings her up to 9.
Trammell trying to find something. She's going to get trapped up in the defense. Now I've got Heidi Robinson coming in for Samantha Watson. Going to give her a little bit of a break. And Madeline Tipton, good for another 3. Condi bringing it down the court again. Inside to Sincere Jackson. The shot's no good, and Tipton's going to rebound.
Another good defense possession there from the Tigers.
Ruby's going to shoot. No good on the shot there. Paparonis went up for the shot on that one. Looked like Ruby, Paparonis thought she might have been fouled, but they're not going to foul that on Trammell. And the Tigers are going to take possession here. Heidi Robinson bringing it down the court. And she's going to draw the foul.
He uses her speed there, get down in transition, keep the momentum running downhill. You'll see it on replay right here. She gets the steal off the inbound. Marmaduke native takes all the way to the hole. Can't get the basket, but gets the foul.
And, you know, even not getting the basket, but drawing the foul, I think that's still an effective play.
Very much so.
That first free throw is going to be no good. But she's going to get that second one, bringing Ouachita up to 27. Going to pass inside to Allen. And a good look there, just not able to get that one to go in. You had Robinson kind of get locked up in the defense there. And it looks like Coach Long was not happy with that last possession.
Yeah,
kind of talking
Doyle
it over with
came
the
off
ref.
his chair too.
And again, Sincere Jackson at the goal. Got Ruby Trammell going for the 3, no good. Inbounding for SWOSU, we've got Lacey Bruff. She's going to pass it in to Peyton Condi. And Condi's going to shoot from the top. No good there. Brooke Smith again being aggressive on the ground for the ball, and it's going to pay off. Tipton on the shot, it's no good. Got Paparonis driving into the basket. And again, another no good shot. And Brooke Smith's gonna grab that rebound. And a great play there by Brooke Smith and Heidi Robinson.
Beautiful transition there. Brooke gets the rebound, dishes it to Heidi. Brooke goes down, gets open. Heidi dishes it to her. Great assist there from Robinson.
Pass it inside to Condi. But again, that basket's not gonna go in. And Tipton driving into the basket, wasn't able to make it, but is gonna draw the foul.
That's the 8th personal foul on SWOSU this evening.
All right, with that, we're going to have the media timeout, but we're going to keep it here and go back to Jordan. He's got a little bit of information on some halftime alumni interviews, so we're going to see what he's talking about. Over to you, Jordan.
Yeah, great game by your Lady Tigers so far, but even a better halftime show we have lined up as we urge you to stick around for the halftime show presented by Domino's. We'll see the Ouachita dance team, and then Chris Babb will have an interview with alumni Teresa Raymond Schaefer, who is a part of the women's basketball alumni group. It's a big weekend here for the alumni group as 100 former players have registered and will be on campus on Saturday. Chris will talk with Teresa about the weekend and what to do if you're still interested in joining them on Saturday. Back to you, Cameron.
All right, thank you, Jordan. The Alumni Day is something they've kind of been pushing all season. Sounds like they're going to have a good turnout, so I'm excited to hear more about that at halftime.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to hearing that. Chris Babb will be on the mic for that one, like Jordan said. So interesting on that end, but also interesting on the court. We got 4:16 left until half. Tigers, they're leading by 13 right now.
And I've got, coming back into the game, Tipton shooting for 2. And that first one's going to be good.
Senior from Valonia comes in shooting 87% from the free throw line, so really, really high percentage free throw shooter.
You can watch, she takes a moment to really collect herself and focus. I think that's probably what makes her so successful. Condi bringing it down the court, looking for Jackson on the inside. Condi trying to cut to the basket, but Tipton's going to lock her up there. Got Condi inbounding it. Just going to pass it into Paparonis. And that pass attempt to Patterson is going to be no good, and it's going to give the possession back to the Tigers.
I believe we have a coach's challenge. Jeff Sim wants to take a look at this one, so we will too. I believe they're going to take a look at who the ball was last touched by.
We've got the refs approaching now to watch that replay. I mean, it looks to me like it might have went off Patterson's leg, but what are you seeing there, Dalton?
That's kind of what I'm seeing too. It's a very glancing thing. They're getting together right now to see what they think, and looks like we have the call coming here. They're going to go to the scores table, and then we will get that information.
All right, looks like the ball did go out on SWOSU, and the Tigers are going to have possession of that.
And Jeff Zinn will lose a timeout for that one.
Got a little pressing defense here by Bruff and Patterson. Robinson looking to drive the ball in. Gonna pass it out to Tipton, and that's gonna be good for the 3.
That's that inside-out game we talked about in the pregame, Cameron, is you work it inside, that draws the defense in. You've got elite three-point shooters on the outside that can bank them in.
Yeah, very smart method for this game. Patterson driving in, but she's going to get stuck. And they're going to call backcourt on that one after Bruff chased the ball down.
No tip indication from the ref, so that one will go over to the Tigers. And one thing defensively, the Tigers have played well tonight, Cameron.
Yeah, I definitely agree. They've definitely been good at locking people up when they're trying to score right under the basket. Brooke Smith driving inside. And good for the layup. That's going to be her 7th point tonight.
Beautiful there from Brooke Smith. You drive the lane, get the basket contact. Old-fashioned three-point play coming up.
And the free throw is going to be good. Ouachita has really pulled away from SWOSU here. And you're going to have a 3 there from Bruff, trying to close that gap. Robinson trying to move around this tough defense. And inside to Harrison. Back out to Tipton, and she's going to shoot for 3. No good that time. It's going to be rebounded by Jackson.
Another good look there from Tipton, just can't get it to go.
And they're going to call travel there on Condi. Just took too many steps to try to get ready for that shot. And they're going to show that replay there as well, so you can kind of see what happened on that play. Robinson driving it in, going to kick it out to Smith. Good look there.
Good effort there from Michaela Vation. She dove after that rebound and just can't contain it as it goes out of bounds.
Here comes Bruff, bringing it down the court. And just going to straight up shoot and make it. That's good for the 3. Again, like I said, trying to close that gap.
Bruff, the freshman from Commerce, Oklahoma.
And Robinson's going to do the same thing. Said, I can do that too.
Ouachita's not a team you want to try to trade threes with.
Yeah. And that shot's going to be no good, but SWOSU's going to get the rebound and get a second shot attempt. Still no good. Looking for an opening. They've got Jackson on the outside and finally are able to get that 3.
Yeah, that 3rd attempt, offensive rebounds lead to extra attempts.
All the way down the court to Tipton. She's going to go up. An incredible move there.
Yeah, it goes under the defender.
Got Condi for the 3s, no good. And they're saying it's going to stay with SWOSU. Samantha Watson coming in the game for Tipton. They're looking for some openings here. Jackson's just going to drive it in herself. Didn't make the shot, but she is going to draw the foul and get to shoot 2.
That one gets called on the Hernando, Mississippi native Abby Harrison. Her first foul of the contest.
And that first free throw is going to be good, despite the volleyball team's efforts to distract her over there. But not the second one, and Brooke Smith's going to get that rebound.
Good rebounding and boxing out there from the Tigers.
And we see Madeline Tipton over there on the sideline waiting to come in. But Heidi Robinson's just going to try to run the timeout a little bit. not in too much of a hurry here.
About a 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
So they are going to have to get a shot up. And Robinson's going to take it from 3. Just a little short. SWOSU's going to take it back. Jackson for the shot.
And Brooke Smith gets a finger on that one to wrap up the first half. Cameron, what a first half.
Yeah, very exciting. I mean, looking at Ouachita's lead, 42-26. They've done great, offense and defense both. And now, going into halftime, we have the Domino's halftime show, which will have Chris Babb here to interview some alumni. We'll have the dance team, all of that good stuff. So we'll be right back after this break on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Owned by Ouachita alumni, Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more in downtown Arkadelphia is a must-stop for everyone. Stop by in the morning for fresh coffee, a specialty coffee drink, or a full breakfast. Come back at lunch, or in the evening for burgers like the Primo Burger, the pulled pork burger, or the mac and cheese burger. Maybe it's a salad, a wrap, a quesadilla, or one of our varieties of pizza. And don't forget to top it off with a sweet treat that puts the cherry on top of a great meal. That's Java Primo on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia.
The Ouachita Dance Team!
Was the Ouachita Dance Team here at halftime. The Domino's halftime report, Ouachita 42, Southwestern Oklahoma State 26. Chris Babb here, joined by Teresa Raymond Schaefer with the Ouachita Women's Basketball Alumni Group. And Teresa, you've got a great weekend planned, and I'm just glad that you're able to have the week. You know, this last year you guys had put so much work in, and then there was snow and ice. And this year, you put so much work in, but the snow and ice got out of here in time for you guys, and I know you're expecting a great group to come to campus this weekend.
Yes, we are. We have, so far, we have about 95 people signed up to come. That does not include the team. So we are looking for a great group, great alumni. We have coaches coming back. We have players coming back. So it is Saturday. It's Saturday, starts about 9 o'clock. Right. We'll meet here at the gym. We'll watch them shoot around. Then we'll head over to the Tiger Den, which is just to the left here as you come in the east entrance. Yeah. And we will have a program that day for the morning prior to the game. We are honoring our inductees of the Hall of Fame, Coach Gary Crowder and Kay McClellan. We are also honoring the 2008-2009 team that went to the NCAA Division II tournament. And we're also doing this year breast cancer awareness. Right. We have a couple of Lady Tigers who are breast cancer survivors. We've also lost a couple of Lady Tigers to breast cancer. So we are doing this on behalf of the Lori Partridge Jeremiah 29:11, which was Lori Williams' favorite scripture. We're doing this fundraiser, calling it the Pink Out Weekend on Saturday. We are raising money for the Endowed Scholarship. One of the players here is awarded the scholarship on a yearly basis. and we want to honor her, and we want to honor Lori's name, and we're actually having Clay, their children, and Lori's mom coming to be with us also on Saturday.
Yeah, we had Clay with us, and a shot we had a while ago, there were some banners. These banners on the wall, anywhere from AAU championships, there they are on the screen, and the one on the next to last on the right, the Sweet 16 group from 2008, 2009. I know you have some of the alumni who've come back. I actually saw Domino Miller, Domino Lede now. Domino was on that 2008, 2009 Sweet 16 team.
Yeah.
And good to catch up with her husband, Julian, played basketball for Ouachita as well. But you guys have done a lot of work in trying to contact alumni and try to get them involved. And you've got to be excited to have 100 coming back to campus this weekend.
We are very excited to have that many. That does include family members, but we probably have about 45 alumni.
Yeah.
So it's a growing group. We've only started this about 5 years ago.
Right.
And so we are growing, and if we're a player, a coach, a trainer, we want you involved.
Right.
We just want to get out the word, we're here.
And you also, you mentioned the scholarship to a current player. We had Samantha Watson on with us in the fall talking about that. You also set up times, Zoom meetings for the current team to meet some of the former players, and that's a great networking opportunity for both. Both on the players to make some connections, but also to kind of let the alumni feel a part of the program and want to try to get plugged in and support this program under Coach Long.
Yes, and we have raving reviews about Coach Long, his relationship with the players, and we're just excited that he's here. We hope he stays around for a while, and it's great to have such nice contact and commitment from the program to the alumni. That's real important.
Teresa, you've been great to help line up guests for us to help talk about this. It seems like when we started this before Christmas, February, that's a long way away, but here we are. I had Donna Carosa talk to us, and she was playing before it was full court. And so the changes in the sport of women's basketball are fascinating. And watching them, when they get in a rhythm, watching Heidi Robinson hit 48 points last year, watching them hit 42 points and kind of get in a rhythm, it's fun to watch, and it's got to be exciting. And I've been over here on this side watching your group, and it gets really exciting, and you got to feel some ownership in that, and it's an excitement when you see them succeed.
Yeah, we were just talking about it, sitting up there with some of the alumni. Wow, how far we have come. In 40, 50 years for women's basketball. It's a great opportunity. It's just amazing the game has changed as much as it has. It's all changed for the good. So we're excited.
Right.
We just want, if you're an alumni, we want you involved.
And it's not too late. If you're hearing this for the first time, I think you told me earlier that you got a registration today.
I got a registration today from a past coach. So, hey.
Nice. So if someone is hearing this and they want to register, where would you send them?
You go to obutigers.com/WBB alumni.
Okay.
And if you don't register, come on in
anyway.
Come on Saturday. Be here between 9 and 9:30. We're going to have like a little continental breakfast at the Tiger Den and do our program. So you're more than welcome to come.
Thanks, Teresa, for your work. Thanks for the organization of the event, and thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, we'll come back with more of the Domino's halftime report after this timeout on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
And we're back for more of the Domino's halftime show. Dalton, we're just going to kind of talk about some stats here that have been going on in the game. What are some big things that you've noticed?
Yeah, you look at this stat sheet and you see a lot of defensive success from the Tigers, but you also see a lot of offensive success in turn of that defensive success. Ouachita 7 of 15 from beyond the arc. We knew that they like to shoot the three ball coming into this game. Madeline Tipton with 3 made three-pointers. Samantha Watson is 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. Madeline Tipton, like I said, 3 of 5, and Heidi Robinson 2 of 4. So really, really good three-point shooting. You look at the lead. Ouachita once had a 21-point lead with just over 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. So Cameron, a lot of offense because of substantially good defense.
Yeah, and you're talking about offensive success. Ouachita's biggest lead has been 21 points over SWOSU. So just really exhibiting how much they've been able to pull away from SWOSU.
Yeah, and you look at the fast break points and the bench points. Ouachita's had good active hands on the defensive end, which has really opened opportunities for fast break points, and that has been a big thing. And then off the bench, you look at this Ouachita stat sheet, and there's only 2 players that have played over 15 minutes within the first 20 minutes of this game. So a lot of balance from Coach Nick Long and Tyler Doyle.
Yeah, overall, just a really exciting start to this game. I'm excited to see what the Tigers are going to bring in the second half, but also I'm expecting to see SWOSU come out with some fire. You know, they've really got to come back from this. Like we were looking at the GAC standings earlier, they're below that line, so they've really got to be able to pick it up here if they want to take this game.
Yeah, and you look at that stat right there, points off turnovers. Ouachita 16, Southwestern 4. So you really have got to limit the turnovers if you're the Bulldogs, and you've got to keep enforcing them if you're the Tigers. So very, very good. Probably one of the better defensive halves I've seen from Ouachita this season that I've watched. And the active hands, like I've mentioned 2 or 3 times, in the passing lane has led to that.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we're gonna take a short break again here, and we'll be back with some more Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Let Domino's cure your cravings by ordering online, calling us at 246-3131, or dropping by and seeing us on Pine Street in Arkadelphia. Join Domino's Rewards and begin earning rewards in just 2 visits. Check out our $6.99 mix and match and make the whole family happy. You might as well throw in a stuffed crust pizza, a sandwich, pasta, stuffed cheesy bread while you're at it. Check out other deals on our app or at Domino's.com.
OSDN is Ouachita's student sports media program in the Rogers Department of Communications. OSDN brings over 100 Tiger Home athletic events and other content to your devices each school year. OSDN is funded by advertising and generous gifts from supporters. If you'd like to support the students of OSDN through a tax-deductible donation, visit obu.edu/give and indicate OSDN in the provided field. If your business would like to advertise on an OSDN broadcast, email us at osdn@obu.edu. Thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
At Knight Insurance Professionals, we offer local expertise, a professional experience, and the attention to detail that you deserve. Knight Insurance Professionals offers a comprehensive list of commercial and personal insurance products and can fit their products to your needs. Insurance can be complicated. Let us take care of it for you. It's the assurance you're looking for when it comes to protecting what's important to you. Knight Insurance Professionals at 10th and Caddo in Arkadelphia, 870-246-3700. Local, professional, personal.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street or visit their website at printmaniatees.com. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business, Print Mania has been serving the area since 1992. Call Print Mania today at 870-246-3803.
All right, and we're back. Almost time for some more basketball. The huddles are going to break here shortly. Except SWOSU's not even out on the court yet.
Getting some last minute, literally, adjustments coming out of the halftime break. So looking forward to the second half. And one thing, Cameron, I forgot to point out is you look at the field goal percentage between these two teams. SWOSU shooting 30% from the field, 10 of 33. Ouachita just under 50% at 48. So a lot of offensive success for the Tigers thus far, as they are shooting 47% from beyond the arc. So very high clip there.
Yeah, and good for us, not good for SWOSU, as Ouachita's been pretty consistent and they haven't. So just not able to kind of close that gap.
Yeah, closing the gap, that's a good way to put it, Cameron. Closing the gap figuratively and literally. They've got to close the gap in the score, but they've also got to close the gap on some of those defensive possessions. Ouachita has been able to kick the ball out again and get an open shot.
Yep. All right, just about to get started. Gonna have Condi inbound it to Bruff. And she picks up her dribble, gets a little stuck there. Looks inside, but Abby Harrison is on the defense. But the ball is gonna go out of bounds on her and remain in SWOSU's possession.
You saw Harrison get her hands in the passing lane there against Allen, but then gets herself trapped on that sideline.
And again, looking inside, successful pass to Allen. She's gonna take a shot. It's gonna be no good. Trying to shoot over Harrison's no easy thing to do, but she went for it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to test that matchup all this second half if they want to draw back in this game.
Pass inside to Tipton. She's gonna drive. Not quite able to get that one. That's gonna go back to SWOSU. Got Allen up top looking inside to Jackson. They're going to call offensive foul. That was Tipton that took that one. You can see she's holding herself maybe in a little bit of pain. And that's going to be Paparonis knocking the ball out of Winfrey's hand there. It goes off on Paparonis, so it's going to remain in Ouachita's possession. Got Harrison at the top. Robinson shooting for three, no good. That hasn't been really the story for tonight.
Yeah, the second chance opportunity there from Harrison, a little bit too strong.
Robinson driving into the basket. Good pass to Harrison. Just a really good block there by Allen.
Yeah, Allen, she leads the blocking category in the GAC for a reason. She proves it right there.
Bruff's going to shoot that one, and it's not going to hit the basket. Good look, though, just not successful, and it's going to go back to the Tigers. Got them moving around the outside. Shot's no good. Saw Tipton attempt the rebound, but just kind of fell beneath the defense. And we had Paparonis driving on that one. They're going to call the foul on Caden Porter there. Paparonis is going to go behind the free throw line. Oh. Okay, it's going to be on the floor, actually. They're not going to shoot for that one. Got Allen taking it up top. Paparonis driving inside. Just going to kind of throw it up there. Not going to get anything off that one.
Out of control there from the San Francisco transfer.
You can see they're trying to make some movement. This defense has just been a little bit tough on them tonight. Abby Harrison's going to drive and draw the foul from Allen.
And that's Allen's 4th personal foul, so she's got to be careful. 7:31 left to go in the third.
Yeah, pretty early in the game, honestly, to already have 4 fouls. It's not something, it's a little bit risky. And that shot's going to be good.
Yeah, and she'll check out here. Smart move by Coach Zinn.
Yeah, definitely don't want your best player to foul out this early in the game. Bruff drives it in, but it's going to pass it straight to Tipton. She's going to take it all the way down, a little too strong off the backboard. But it looks like it's going to stay here. Just going to pass it into Tipton and look inside to Harrison. Just going to get a move, just not quite able to get that one to go in. Still good move and good look there by Harrison.
Yeah, they're going to be able to work inside the paint here with Allen checked out. Have to see if they take advantage of that with Harrison.
Inside to Jackson. She's going to go up and get the shot. It's going to give her 11 points on the night. She's been very successful under the basket there. Tipton gets locked up a little bit. The pass ends up going straight to Paparonis, who's going to go down and shoot. Good look down court for Caden Porter. Robinson on the 3, and it's good.
Such a smooth release there from the Marmaduke native. They get her in transition. They get it kicked from Porter. Beautiful work there from the Tiger offense.
And that's her 12th point, and she's 3 for 6 on 3 points right now. And that shot's going to be short by Patterson. It's going to give the possession to the Tigers. Jackson playing some pretty close, aggressive defense on Porter there.
Good look down there for Harrison. She gained her dribble, powerful, but just can't get the shot to go.
And that's the same story here. SWOSU struggling a little bit lately trying to get their shots in. And coming into the game for the Tigers, got Samantha Watson, Kayla Vation, and Bree Hubbard. Going out, Abby Harrison, Caden Porter, and Madeline Tipton. Inside to Hubbard, good look there. Down in the quarter, Winfrey, and she's gonna get that 3.
That's that inside-out action. It always is gonna leave somebody open, more than likely in a corner. That's exactly what happened there.
SWOSU trying to create some movement. They're going to call a foul on Watson. And that's going to lead into a media timeout. And we are going to take a break this time. No sideline report, so we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Arkadelphia's newest entertainment option is open and ready for business. Tea Time Sims brings world-class indoor golf simulators to Arkadelphia, allowing you to practice, play, and perfect your swing in a comfortable setting. Check out our Facebook page to learn about our monthly tournaments, closest to the pin showdowns and long drive battles. Learn more and book your tee time at teatimegolfarkansas.com.
And we're back. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And the Tigers have really pulled away with this one. SWOSU's going to have to fight right here.
Yeah, SWOSU got an offensive possession here. They've got to look to get something going offensively as they have over a 2-minute scoring drought.
And that's going to be Patterson there, just kind of losing control of the ball. That possession is going to go back to the Tigers. SWOSU's starting to get more of a full court press type defense. Good drive by Michaela Vation. She was able to finally kind of gain control of that.
Yeah, Vation there floated in the air, get the shooter's roll.
Jackson on the inside trying to find the basket, still no good. But she is going to draw the foul from Brooke Smith.
Shooting for Southwestern, number 1, Sincere Jackson.
That first one's going to be good. And so is the second. And that's going to put SWOSU at an even 30.
Jackson, the leading scorer for the Tigers thus far.
All the way down court to Bree Hubbard. And the shot's no good. Great look, though. Great effort by the Tigers. Got Jackson at the top of the key, slowing things down a little bit. And she's going to drive and just lose control of the ball. Look like. Now I've got Ruby Trammell coming in for Heidi Robinson. Going to give her a little bit of a break. And again, Jackson losing control to Michaela Vation. She's going to drive down the court. Again, Michaela driving.
Good defense there from SWOSU, able to force some contact as they went up.
And, you know, refrain from fouling, too.
Yeah.
Brooke Smith's going to inbound for the Tigers. You can see the whole team full court pressing here. Going to give the Tigers a little bit of difficulty getting it down the court. But they seem to break it with ease. Good defense there by Bruff. Over to Watson. She's going to drive in. And that's going to be blocked by Jackson. Clean block there. It's going to stay with the Tigers.
A good block there from the San Antonio native.
Inside to Smith. She's going to go up and get two. Putting the Tigers up by 24. Got Patterson on the inside. Lost control there. Brooke Smith bringing it down the court. Not something we see often.
Tigers doing a great job defensively in this game. Southwestern's not had a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. So really impressive. And Allen now checks back in with 4 fouls with over 2 minutes left to go in third quarter.
Cassidy Russell also coming back in. But brave move putting Allen back in. I mean, not even to the fourth quarter yet, and she's already got 4 fouls.
Yeah, that is a very brave move.
Vation's going to drive and just lose control over dribble there in the defense. And you have to credit SWOSU. Their defense is something that's been really strong tonight.
Yeah, their defense has been strong. When they get inside, they have been able to execute defensively. It's really been the perimeter shooting for the Tigers.
That shot's no good. Still in that scoring drought you're talking about. Tigers trying to find a way to break this press. A good save by Brooke Smith. That got a little scary. Bree Hubbard going up and getting 2. That's going to be her first 2 points for the game. Jackson up for the 2. We saw a little bit of on-the-floor struggle there for the ball.
Yeah, and this full court press for Southwestern, Ouachita's been able to break it, but it's taken some work these last 2 possessions.
And yeah, like you said, they have been able to break it, but this is something that tires you out. So hopefully Ouachita will be able to keep their stamina with that. Looks like they're going to call the foul on Peyton Condi. That's going to be on the floor, so the Tigers are going to inbound. Into Trammell. She's going to shoot. It's just going to roll right out of there. I always hate when that happens.
Yeah. Can't get the shooter's roll on that one.
Allen for 3. No good, but rebounded by Jackson. And again, on the floor struggle.
Jump ball there, and the possession arrow is headed the Tigers' way.
Paparonis going to come back in for Jackson. Just about 36 seconds left in the third quarter. If you're the Tigers, you're probably wanting to slow it down a bit, but this full court press defense is making that difficult. And you see Bruff going off the court. It looks like she had a little bit of blood on her leg, so they're going to have to clean that.
Yeah, and you look at this defense for Ouachita. Southwestern, 1 of 8 of their last in their field goals. Their shooting percentages actually went down in the second half. They are shooting 27% from the field, just 22% from beyond the arc. So the Ouachita defense has been the story tonight. And you look at rebounds, you think, okay, it's been such a game like this. Total rebounds, Ouachita has only out-rebounded Southwestern 32-29. So it's been the steals and the blocks for Ouachita.
And SWOSU already went into the half down. So coming out and having even more struggle making shots is not good for them. Samantha Watson going to find her way around the defense and across to Trammell, and that's good for the 3.
Yeah, the Bergman native showing off her range. And she's also going to foul
there, that foul. She fouled Paparonis. There was about 2 seconds left.
Yeah, they may look to see if they put more time back on. I don't know what they're exactly going to do, but Paparonis will go to the line.
Yeah, right now the clock's sitting on 0.
Paparonis, a transfer from San Francisco. Played her high school days at Edmond North in Oklahoma. Her and Landry Allen are 2 of the top 4 players from the class of 2023 when it comes to women's high school basketball in Oklahoma.
And that's going to run the timeout and bring the girls into the 4th quarter. And during this break, we're going to take a little break as well. And we'll be right back on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Chicken Express is a proud supporter of not just the Badgers, but all things Arkadelphia, from elementary to college, and from community activities to church groups. Chicken Express is always willing to support and assist the people in our town. The next time you visit Chicken Express, thank them for their involvement in our community, and definitely don't leave without getting a cup of that Chicken E sweet tea. Located right off exit 73, stop by Chicken Express for your next meal.
All right, and now we've moved into the final quarter. Ouachita up 59-33.
A starting lineup back out there for Ouachita.
That shot's going to be up by Patterson. It's no good. Tigers are going to get the rebound. Robinson looking for some opening. She's going to shoot herself, but not going to be able to get that one to go in.
A quality look there from Heidi, and just one of those that just doesn't roll all the way in.
Allen driving in, but Harrison on the defense. Not a clean block, though. She is going to gain that foul. So we're going to have Allen shooting for 2.
Shooting for Southwestern, number 25, Landry.
That first one's going to be good for her.
Allen, like we mentioned, the transfer from the University of Oklahoma. 4-star recruit coming out of Tuttle High School.
She's going to get that second free throw, too. You can see the Bulldogs have pulled back on that full court press. Inside to Harrison. She's going to go up, but that shot's no good. Still good moving around the defense by her.
Yeah, moving around the defense, that's a good way to put it, Cameron. You look, and she's working inside and really trying to just get a shot. You get a quality shot. You don't get the basket, but you get the contact.
And still, like I said earlier, still an effective play by gaining that foul. She's going to get both of those shots. Allen for the 3. It's going to bounce right off the rim, but SWOSU's still going to get the rebound. Inside look to Allen. Paparonis for the shot. That layup by Winfrey was no good, and the Tigers weren't able to recover the ball on that one either. And they're going to call a foul on Abby Harrison on that possession. SWOSU is going to get the ball back, still unable to really score here.
And the only 2 points in this fourth quarter for SWOSU is those 2 Allen free throws.
Back to the Tigers, down court to Tipton. And that's good for 2. Great look there.
Yeah, great look. Having your eyes up, going down the floor. See Tipton, she lays it in with a touch.
Patterson trying to drive in, find something. Gonna go inside to Allen, hand it back to Paparonis. And that shot's no good, but she did draw the foul. And that foul's gonna be on Audrey Winfrey. Paparonis shooting for 2.
Shooting for Southwestern, number 4, Paparonis.
No good for the first one. The second one's gonna be good. And we've got Reese Berkeley coming in for Allen. So Heidi's just gonna lose control of the ball there a little bit.
Arsenal setting up defensively here, and you see Harrison at the top. Trying to really push Southwestern out, not give them an inside opportunity.
Paparonis is gonna go in, shot's no good. Ouachita tried to get the rebound, but it ends up going out of bounds. So SWOSU's gonna keep that possession. Inside to Berkey. Shot's no good. She's gonna try again and get the second one.
Second attempt point there for the Bulldogs.
Tigers creating movement, moving it in and out. Outside to Porter. She's gonna shoot for 3. That's gonna bounce off the rim and give it to the Bulldogs.
A good look there from the Sheridan native, just can't get it to fall.
And Paparonis, another attempt. Hasn't been successful the past few attempts she's had. Dish it out to Robinson, and she's good for the 3.
Heidi Robinson in the corner is dangerous. We saw that all last week. That even goes back to high school.
I think she's just dangerous in general. She is not one you want to leave without a defender. Coming into the game for SWOSU, Wrigley Atkinson for Paparonis. And that shot was by Berkey, just too short, hit the front of the rim. Robinson slowing it down a little bit, looking for an opening here. She's gonna drive to the basket. Easy layup.
Easy layup with a lot of contact involved, a whistle and the basket. You could say Heidi Robinson makes everything look easy. We get a replay of that one. She goes up, gets her body just checked out from underneath her, gets the basket to fall.
Coming into the game, we had Samantha Watson and Ruby Trammell.
And I believe they're actually going to call that an offensive foul. That was called a charge on Robinson. Excuse us there.
Well, still a good play nonetheless. Samantha Watson driving it. And that layup's not going to go in, but she is going to draw the foul. I've got Samantha Watson shooting for 2. First one's no good. But she is going to get the second. Tigers now up by 27.
Yeah, SWOSU's shooting percentage just continues to trail away from itself. It's now down to 25%. The offensive woes have really affected SWOSU in this game.
And just back-to-back attempts, none of them good. Good look down the court to Porter, and that's going to be an easy layup for her.
Hey, she's the Sheridan High School all-time leading scorer for a reason. You see it right there. You get it out in transition. Like I said earlier, eyes up, gets the points.
There you've got a layup by Cassidy Russell. SWOSU finally able to get something to go in.
And that last layup there shot there was the 60th field goal for SWOSU. They've only made 15 of them.
All right, and that's going to lead us to a media timeout. We're going to take a break as well, but we'll be back with more basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Victory doesn't just happen on game day. It's earned in the sweat, the silence, the prep. No crowd, no lights, just focus. Because when something unexpected happens like an accident, you need a team that's ready. I've been fighting for clients for over 30 years. There's a reason we're still in the game. And at Taylor King Law, we don't just show up. We win on your side, by your side, the winning side.
Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
All right, and we're back. Just under 5 remaining in the game. And Audrey Winfrey behind the line.
Winfrey also a successful volleyball player in high school, playing her volleyball days at Lake Hamilton High School over Piercy, Hot Springs, however you want to say.
First 2 shots are good. She's got 1 left.
Winfrey, one of those seniors that has been in this program so long.
And you know, Ouachita's got a lot of good seniors. It's going to be tough next year having to make up for what we're going to lose.
That's where recruiting comes into play.
Brooke Smith coming in the game. That's a successful shot there by Berkey. And tough defense here on Watson. She's really trying to move around it here. Over to Smith. She's going to go up and get that shot. That was a great move there. I didn't know where that one was going.
Hey, touch off the glass there from the North Arkansas native, and really, really good offense.
Shot's no good, and it's going to go back to the Tigers. Coming into the game for the Tigers, got Austin Olent. She's going to bring the ball down the court. She's a freshman from Bryant. Hasn't got to see too much action this season. And then also, Aubrey Henderson came in the game as well. Missed that one.
Washita getting some ladies that don't get a lot of minutes. You have a game like this, you never know when you're going to need somebody, so everybody needs to see that game action.
Yeah, and I think this is the time to do so when you have such a big lead. You know, just get them some in-game experience. Because like you said, you never know when you're going to need them one day.
All the people on the floor right now aren't seniors, so you're getting a little bit of a next look at what is going to be the Tigers next year.
A little bit of roughness on the court there. They're going to call that foul on Bree Hubbard. It's on the floor, though, so SWOSU's just going to keep the possession. Actually, they're going to have her shoot.
Yeah, that
puts Reese Berkey.
Puts Southwestern in the bonus.
First shot's good. And so is the second. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Good look there. That's Aubrey Henderson coming in the game, getting her first 3 points.
The 1A multi-sport athlete from Jasper cashes in.
You know, this is her first 3-point of the season, actually. So
Beautiful
she's another
shot.
one that hasn't got to see much action, but successful effort that time. Got Berkey driving to the basket. Shot's no good. Olent passing down the court to Hubbard. Good hesitation there to just let that defense pass her, and a successful shot.
Yeah, great offense there. You set your feet, ball fake, defense goes through, open shot.
I was talking ahead of myself there a little bit. Got excited. Whitler driving in. Brooke Smith over to Vation. Then we got Henderson taking it in. Good look there by Russell, just not quite able to get that one to go in. Almost stolen by the Bulldogs. Just going to have a little bit of struggle on the ground.
It's going to be a jump ball. We'll have to see what the alternating possession arrow says. And it says Tiger basketball.
There's just under a minute left here. So the Tigers can kind of slow it down a little bit, take their time. They're feeling pretty comfortable.
And a great offensive performance that was led by defensive performance here tonight from the Tigers, Cameron.
That shot there by Atkinson's no good. And now you can see the Tigers are slowing down, really just trying to run out the clock. Fans are already clapping.
Yeah, shot clock is off, and this one's going to be wrapped up.
Great game tonight by the Tigers. Up 79-47.
And one thing is, as you hear the band play in the background, which is just a great thing to add the atmosphere.
Yeah.
We talk about offense all the time for the Tigers, but tonight, defense. Wow, what a showing it was for the defense. You look at the final statistics, a 24% field goal percentage for the SWOSU Bulldogs as a whole. They go 16 of 67 total. They were out-rebounded by the Tigers 40-29. Just an all-around great defensive performance, Cameron, that turned into points on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to brag on one thing because it just feels like they did so good in every aspect of the game. You got Madeline Tipton leading with 16, Heidi Robinson right behind her with 15. And everybody really carrying their weight both offensively and defensively.
And now we are going to have Coach Nick Long on for a little post-game interview. We're going to play seat shuffle here as we hear from the head Tiger himself. Wow, Coach, what a night. You come off a worrisome weekend in South Central Oklahoma last weekend. Get back to Bill Vining Arena. Home is always going to be home.
Yep.
What did it feel like to get that win?
Oh, it was really good. You know, we played two decent games. East Central, that was a tough one. We led that game for 31 minutes over there, and it just slipped away from us at the end. But I talked to him about it before the game right there. We are really, really consistent in our effort and what we do, and sometimes shots don't go in, but our effort stays where it's at, and we're figuring out how to play together even more, and it's really, really pleased with just the complete effort right there from everybody tonight.
You talk about that aspect of togetherness. One thing beyond the arc shooting has been a point of emphasis all season, but tonight, the defense. The team defense really showed out. Limit Southwestern to less than 25% from the field. What can you say about your defense as a whole?
I mean, they bought into kind of the system they were playing. It took a little bit of time for us to get it going and everything, and just keeping everybody, keeping people out of the middle, and just the different way that we do defend right here. And it took a little bit of time and getting them comfortable playing in little uncomfortable spots at times, and we did a really good job right there. I felt like today, like you said, we limited them. We made them take some hard shots. They still had two players score the majority of their points, and those are two really good players. But really felt like we did a good job, and offensively we settled in today for sure.
Obviously, we knew coming into this game, Landry Allen did not play last time y'all played them. Yep. She played tonight. You limit her to 11 points. She's really has been causing damage. What can you say about your defense down low limiting Landry Allen?
I say we jumped out on them, so that brings her out a little more because she can shoot the basketball really well. So once we jumped out on them, they kind of extended her out and went more 5 out on us in the second quarter and second half, and tried to turn the pace up a little bit, and we did a really good job adjusting to that, and just felt like one that hurt us really bad over in Weatherford was number 4, Paparonis, and we did a really good job of her. She's really, really crafty down inside once she gets there off the dribble, and I felt like we did a good job of playing with her chest and walling up and keeping her from getting loose down there like she did in Weatherford. But to do what we did against Landry Allen was really good. I say it took us a little bit of time to get used to how she plays defense, because that's a long athletic post player.
Sure.
And so it took a little bit of time for us to get used to what she's trying to do and how she moves on defense. But felt like we did a really good job of getting in there. Obviously sharing the basketball, 23 assists, 12 turnovers was real. That's a number you'll take any time you get it.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And a lot of those turnovers, you're able to get your active hands in the passing. And we talked about on the broadcast and just how active the defense was. But now moving on to Northwestern, and then you got a game Saturday, got a game Monday.
Yep.
You mentioned in Coach's Corner, you've got, in 10 days, you got 5 games. Now back to the drawing board. Here comes the Rangers.
Yeah, we'll get in here. You know, I don't know what happened across the street tonight, but you know, we'll get in here. We'll talk through what they're going to do, and you know, obviously they run the matchup zone and everything, so it's different. So we had some success against it the first time we played. We'll have to try to duplicate it again. That's another game where defensively we played pretty well in that game out there in Alva, and we'll have to do it again. We'll have to do it again on Thursday or on Saturday. So I'm not gonna think which days we're gonna play. Just know we're turning around. We're playing against us. So we'll get in here. We'll walk through some stuff tomorrow. Get real familiar with their zone offense again, because it's Northwestern's they're the only team that plays a zone consistently, and so we'll get ready for them and tip it up on Saturday. Really excited. We're going to have a huge group of alumni here. I say the response for the alumni event on Saturday has been great. I say really excited. And I say appreciate Miss Teresa for all the work she did putting it together, and Coach Sharp. I say we're really excited about having everybody back, and then having Coach Crowder's team back. I say it's going to be a fun day.
All right, well, I appreciate your time here on the post-game show. Go enjoy that win and go get ready for the Northwestern Lady Rangers, Coach. This is going to take a break for the post-game show here. We are going to take a quick break, and then we've got some statistics and we've got some other things tuned up for you, so make sure. We're going to head to the men's game. So this will conclude the post-game show for the women's game. Make sure you are tuned in for the men's game. Bulldogs, Tigers on the men's side coming up to you. So make sure you are tuned into the Washita Sports Digital Network. My name is Dalton Reed. I was joined alongside Cameron Boyd. This has been Tiger Basketball on the Washita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.